Hey guys, welcome into the Pugger Reborn channel. We're playing Battle Brothers Legends mod, the Beast Ledger. Guys, today has been kind of a mess. So, I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys here. Because there's no way else to say it, obviously. There's no way to get around it. So, in the last episode, we ended up getting everything we needed to come down here. We were getting ready to fight the Kraken. When I go to fight the Kraken here, as you can see, we have the unhold hide here, and then it says bring me 13 piles of ashes. Okay. Huh, we don't have 13. So I went back in the episode and I went to go see what did I do. I ended up selling some of these. Well, I ended up selling them, and when I went back up here to rebuy them, they weren't there. They were completely gone. So I had to pause the video and I went and scoured the whole map. I went to go through the whole map to find anything. I mean, like these down here, I hate that it keeps going, but down here, like the bones places, you know, I tried finding another cove and couldn't find anything. So I quit the video and I re-uploaded here, and guys, without having those ashes, we can't face the Kraken. And I had went up and down the map. Unless we have an event or another cove ends up coming up, and that who knows how long that's going to take, I don't know how we're going to face the Kraken. So I came up with the next best thing. Whether it's the next best thing, I guess I don't 100% know. I went to record again and tell you exactly what I'm telling you. And I decided, well, we are the Beast Ledger. We need to face beasts. When I was uncovering this area here, I ended up finding keep going. Pause for a second here. Let's see. Nope. Anyways, but I ended up finding the witch's hut right here. Or it was there before. Now it's not here, and I don't know where it went. So I was like, okay, well, we're gonna face the witch. But that is not the case at the moment, and now we're out of food, obviously, as well. So we are just, I don't know. I'm really trying to figure this out, but there's just not much choice here to make, and I don't want to end the series on just us not doing anything. I want to face something epic, and then I was hoping it would be, you know, the Kraken, or maybe even I don't even know, like just something. That would be great. So I have no idea where the Hexen camp is now. Unless it's up here and I'm just going crazy, but I know that I uncovered it, and I know that it was right here. I marked it. Actually, I'm going to pause real quick just for one thing. Okay. Holy cow. I am sorry for the pause there. Wait, I don't even know why. For me, it was like I just spent 10 plus minutes, going across the whole map to double check, because I could have swore it was right here. I thought it was in the trees here. It was packed in the mountain. Yeah, so anyways, what you guys missed was I pretty much went all the way to this side of the map and made 100% sure, taking out this. I took out a bunch of stuff in the middle. I was almost about to go right down to the mountains. And then I just was like, you know what? Like, I cannot leave this series like this. I'm going back to that spot and I'm going to figure it out. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go up on the mountain and hope that I strike gold. And luckily enough, here's the witch's hut. Now, before we get into the fight, we do need to outfit. And I will say this one last time before we go any farther. I apologize, guys, that this is what it's come to. And I will not let another series be like that. I will do my best to make sure that you guys are getting a better ending than this. Because I don't think it's fair to you guys or even myself doing this, that it's come to this. So, with that all being said, I'll stop whining about it. Maybe not whining, but we'll continue here. Let's get this over with. So, Karduk, this final send-off. I need to get these resolves a little bit higher, of course, as best as we can. And sure, we have no archers that are going to be coming at us, at least, so again, push the resolve. One isn't going to do much there. more fatigue. Doesn't, I mean, they're 1 as 1, right? So you're not going to get a lot of difference in terms of what we're doing here. Again, the fatigue. I got to remember this because it's important who is where when you face this fight. This fight isn't a terrible fight. I've beaten it many times. This one has some difficulty. Definitely isn't like the easiest thing in the world, obviously, but it can backstab. I mean, you can get screwed over pretty bad, pretty quick. So we need to be on top of that. Oh, 2 level ups, for real? Or did I not press OK? I don't think I pressed OK. That's got to be what happened. Okay, so we just got to be 100% sure what we're doing here. He's got Fortify. Oh yeah. Man, if only I could have popped Fortify Mind on everybody else too. Let's see. What do we want to do, Gavin? How are we gonna put you to the next level? Full Force would be great with him, with all that armor. But actually, I want him to be able to step away and keep moving. Still, I think this is one of the best perks is footwork for actual frontliners. I said that before, but I can't stress that part enough. I really think that that's a game changer. Alright, so as for perks here, you do not have... Dang, I didn't realize. Windwalker doesn't have... She doesn't have resolve, like, or be able to double up her resolve, whatever. Fortified Mind, that's what I'm thinking. That stinks. But let's see here. What do we want to do? What's going to help you out here? Indomitable. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm thinking Composure's not bad. I'm just trying to think of the fight at hand. What is going to help us the most at this fight? You know, I get the resolve. Oh, resilient. That's right. So you can only be charmed for 1 turn. Duh, that's perfect. Sometimes it's those little things you forget, you know? Alright, man, everybody's got level ups here. Alright, so again, we're going to focus on these 2 categories. Are going to be the main thing to beat this fight. It's not, this is, again, it's just a roll of the dice. If they hex our brothers and it doesn't work, I mean, if it works, you know, we're in trouble. If it doesn't work, well, great. Good for us. Dang, Bandai. This is so nice to see, though. This really is a good change of pace. I absolutely love Bandai. I'm so happy that he was able to have a solid character through this playthrough. Andreas, we are going to protect you as well. Try to. If somebody dies, they die. You know, that's the other thing. I don't know why I'm doing that. If they die, they die. And obviously, we're at the end, so it's not the end of the world. But I would like to come out of this on top with no deaths. Is it possible? Most definitely possible. But you never know. When those Hexens, if one of our guys gets taken over, and I don't know, it could be really bad. We just have to make sure everybody's in the right spot for this fight. That's everything. That's literally everything to this. It's going to make all the difference in the world. Donkey, I'm pretty sure Donkey's going to be thrown into the fight, so we need to be protecting that. Topper, what a waste. His injury just takes him out of commission, really. Oh, another level up. Okay. Well, sweet. Not that it matters, again, but still. I'll take it. Alright, so now with Topper, because again, I don't know if he's going to get in the fight, but if he does, Resilient is probably the best. Either that or Footwork. See, and like that's another thing. Just being able to walk out of the situation is so helpful. Fortified Mind, that would be really good. What was it? The other one? Yeah, we'll do Fortified Mind. One less person we have to worry about. I mean, Resolve could be higher still. Arnold. Oh yeah, we just got him, I think. Can't fully remember. Oh yeah. Dang, he's got initiative through the roof. How do you build this guy? Well, I guess you could make him a nimble build. Huh, let's try that. Try a nimble build for you. I mean, it's already over with anyways, but still. We might as well see how this looks. My goodness, 666 all the way through. Whoa, that's not a good number though. Hello. Get your stuff up here. Keep pushing that. Alright, so you don't... Well, I don't know. Okay, back to the basics. The chance is equal to half the... Oh, hold on. Years of practice leads the character to fall back to their instincts and basic training under extreme stress. If this character takes damage while fleeing, they will have a chance to rally. A chance to equal half their resolve. No, not for this. Okay, so... Yeah, again, with the final fight, we'll just get him so that he's able to withstand so much. Dodge. It's actually got pretty good stats in that category. Resilient. What else is going to help here? Let's go to stash real quick here. I just want to see what he's going to be using. I want to keep that initiative high, obviously. Go here. Might as well. Yeah, that's much better. I mean, if he's gonna fight, he's got to fight in a way that's gonna help us out. Resilient would be bad. You're gonna die anyways, I'm sure. Let's get your armor on. I have no faith in this guy, clearly. I do have faith. Sure, looks good. Actually, I like that better, but your initiative drops so heavily. Go that route. At least somebody got to wear it. I'm not going to give him a helm. He can deal with it. Oh, one more level up would have been nice. So obviously he... Okay, so hammers is going to be the thing that keeps us alive. Simply put, if something was to happen to him, we're going to be in big trouble. Relax, soothing half the fatigue. Oh, there's one perk I am wondering about for him. He has the ability to... Or there's one ability I'm thinking of, and I can't think of what it's called, though, of course. Resilient would be good again. The chances of him getting hexed is only 5%. No matter what, it's going to be 5%, so I'm not too worried about that. Rotation, the fact that we have footwork, I'm not worried about that either. I think our best bet is... the next best bet would be... Dang, I really don't know. I don't know. Sprint, composure, immunity to stun, inspiring presence is neat. Allies fleeing or dying no longer lowers this character's morale. And I think we're going to go with resilient. If something was to happen, I doubt it will. I mean, it might not be. That's probably not the most optimized perk that we could have picked. And I'm totally getting that, but I don't know. He's as high as you could really ask at the moment anyway, so. Yeah, it's not much helpful there. Not much help in that. Now I'm hoping the Hexen act's stupid. Sometimes they'll actually step towards us, in which case I wouldn't mind running in if we can. If we can run in, that's not a terrible option for us. Probably going to take that opportunity. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, everybody's as well off as possible. I don't know what else I can really do different, honestly. I mean, I'm sure there's other things I could do different, but for what it's worth, we're going to have to live with these. The only other thing we can do is actually put on the different armors and stuff, or to make sure people don't get injured or hurt really bad. So why don't we do that real quick? We're going to go Volmer. I don't want to lose any more. Karduk. Karduk has to have something. We got to give him something nice. Something sweet. For padding. Yes. I'm sure he's going to be in the thick of things. So go that route. And then we're going to go... You know, Windwalker, you've been amazing. You deserve the best of the best. And granted, I understand she already has an attachment of 4. I'm going to give her the Lindworm attachment just because she's earned it. And then the next thing would be... Henry, I think, is going to be fine in this fight because of this right here, the resolve being so high. Raymore should be fine as well. My fear is if something was to go wrong, could very well happen. So we're going to do this. George. Do I really want to upgrade? Oh, we'll go like this here. Give you some more armor. Part of me doesn't want to do that, but yeah. Hammers will leave you where you're at. George, I still... Yeah. So my thought is when I play this against the Hexen, I'll just give you my typical strategy. So ultimately, my suggestion to you guys is the Hexen usually they use their Hex ability on your frontliners to start. Now, do they go after the backliners? Yeah, of course they could. A lot of times when they hex somebody, they hex your vulnerable brothers. So what I try to do when I play this is I try to get my best resolve brothers on the front line. So like this. Okay, so obviously Sugar is lower. Kenneth is fine. Sugar's not crazy low, obviously. But you want to be sure about what it is that you got for brothers up front. 49. So like even like Bandai being on the front isn't a problem. The problem really lies when they hit, they go by your morale or your resolve, obviously. So we need to be careful about that. Now, if you do have brothers up front, here's what you're gonna do. So like brothers like, not Henry. Henry can go to the outside. So like we have Gavin, right? We put Gavin on the front right by Hemmers. His chance, like he's gonna have way higher resolve. Same thing over here. The problem, what really ends up being a big issue is if these tanky the big guys, big boys, get taken. Then it could be a nightmare. This whole thing can turn into a nightmare quickly. So again, I'm delegating who's going to be on the outside, who really can be on the outside. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to fan these guys out. Like I'll fan them way out here, fan them way out there. Who is it that has... The question is, I think it's you. Yeah, so he has Lone Wolf. So him being out by himself, he's going to have a 15% on his own out on the outskirts. Just something to think about. Besides that, we have our archers, and a lot of our archers are fine. Karduk, you're fine. We just have to be ready for anything, because it's gonna backfire. Some of the stuff will backfire. I think I'm gonna go like that. Okay, well, guys, without further ado, let's finish this off on a bright note, and then we'll go over our final brothers, go over what had happened. We're gonna skip all this stuff. If you guys haven't read this before, you can always do so. It's actually pretty, I don't know, it's alright. So, some Hexen, a bunch of things, it's all things. A lot of times it's all about how close are they going to come into battle. That's what it comes down to. So, let them all charge forward. That's what we want. Because it forces that, for some reason, I don't know why. Again, the Hexen will usually take a step forward at us. Oh, not that time. Okay, that's one out of the way. That's good. Oh, crap. That's not good. Okay. It could be a lot worse, however. I'm very accepting of that. Alright, so how don't we go... Let's focus fire on him for now. We will step into it. But getting these kills early on is going to just help us get closer. That's all it does. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait with this. Hammers. I'm going to wait again. I would like to step up. There's a kill. I don't know why I just clicked over here on this. Okay, that was my bad. Alright, so yeah, let's just focus on possibly getting those kills. Move Kenneth up. Alright. Good. Oh shoot. So I'm gonna go like oh geez. I should have switched him out. Who's gonna... Okay, so we still have a chance to knock this out of his hand. So maybe I do a surround. We're gonna do a surround. There we go. Brings down the morale. I need Karduk, I need Gavin up here. Gavin is a must player right now to have this. Okay, let's try. Oh man, dang, his defense is so stinking high. Well, you need to move up either way. Gonna try going like this. He's gonna do a round swing. We might lose one of our brothers right here. Nope, we didn't lose a brother. That's all that matters. I should do, because he's probably gonna do a round swing again. When that happens, we'll be more prepared for it. Okay, so the only other thing I can think of. Alright, so that works out pretty good. Let's try to move up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, here we go. So, yep, that puts us in range of our little wenches. I'm going to put him over here, Arnold, as a distraction. And again, let's get our archers in range for the most part. Nice job. Let's see what happens. There's the hex. Oh my goodness. You dummy. You so stupid. What are you guys doing? That was ridiculous. See, okay. So guys, that's what you don't do if you're a Hexen. Okay. Let's get that out of the way now. Because now... There's one down. Alright, so that's one Hexen down. Nice enough. Man, I was hopeful. Okay, we'll just kind of secure the edge because they're going to obviously come around here, I imagine. We're going to get this. Just kind of place a little bit of damage here. Nice. Alright, so there you go. There you go. There's two Hexen down. Pretty easy. They, for some reason, they do move up. I didn't think he'd move up that far, or she would move up that far. But she did, so stoopy. I'm just gonna wait there. Like this. Just put some damage out, that's all. I knew that he was probably gonna eat that. I wasn't thinking about it earlier, but I'm gonna wait with you. I would like to get one step closer. Understandable as to why not. It's just nice to know we didn't lose Ulrich. Okay. Alright, I'll keep you in place here. Just because he's exposed, we'll just kind of get the bleed on him. Could be worse, right? I mean, we've already got quite a bit of a good coming out of this here. where's Raymore? You don't feel bad. There you go. I need to keep our guys close. A close-knit bunch here. Alright. Let's get you on the outside. Our sacrificial lamb if it need be. It's never a bad thing. It sounds terrible, but yeah, it's not. And also with the morales being as high as they are, yeah, with the morales being as high as they are, we don't have a lot to worry about. Because when they try to hex you and they can't, I mean, they have such a low chance or probability. Really? What a dick. Okay. Let's get our Hexen up here. It's alright. She's ready for the task, I think. Yeah. This. I'm gonna wait. Again, I want to have a point where they can come in. Let's move up. Oh, I should have gone after her. What am I thinking? I just don't want to lose Ulrich. That's my main thing right now. Give him more of a spot here. Sorry. Just staying a little focused here. Want to make sure we're giving her hell. And then I'm thinking we go like this. I have a feeling he's gonna throw Karduk or attempt to. Don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, and then now here's the whole thing. She doesn't, if she hexes somebody. Okay, good. Yeah, no, she's like, oh, crap. And he just ate the frickin' Hexen. That's awesome. Sacrificial lamb. Help out. Nice hit. All right. Step back. Nice hit. You know, Topper didn't do much, but it's really nice to see that he's going out the way he is. Just go like that for now. Nice hit. Death. Death, death. Oh, I saw the way that was just tracing across the way. I thought for sure that was it. Okay, and then go over here. Uh-oh. Can you say goodbye? Oh, sweet Caroline. Ba ba ba. Your head looks so dang. Cured? No, that's not cured. Secured? No. Definitely not secured either. Nice. Oh, that was too bad. Clark, let's do it. Well, it's nice, guys. This is, I like, again, you know, I can tell you guys sorry up and down the street. You know, there's an oversight on my part. But, you know, I mean, honestly, seeing all this is still a nice way to end it. This is a very strong group, I feel like, compared to some of my other runs. There was definitely moments of doubt when I was playing this. You know, there's moments of doubt as to Number one, you know, I'm very confident in my abilities, and I love the game enough to know whether or not I am good enough at it, or good at it. And, yeah, it's nice to see this all just coming back and working out. So, yeah, I mean, I know this probably isn't the most satisfying ending, and I understand it, but it is nice. It is satisfying nonetheless. Look at this. 2 vision plus 5 gained experience. That's beautiful. We can still throw that rune on something. Oh, what's they have? Cool green skins. This. Sorry, I'll slow down if anybody wants to pause it. Who are you? I'm just some crazy woman. The orc, when she answers about the orc, it's actually hilarious. And of course, we get the obsidian dagger. Pretty sweet. I wish... Yeah, we killed her. I wish that, as cool as this dagger is, if you guys have never seen this, or maybe you have seen it many times, either way, this dagger is pretty neat. It resurrects any human when killed. It turns into a wiener ganger fighting for you. It's great. The only problem is you get it so late in the game that it's like you just don't find a real purpose to have it. Unless you have like a really tanky brother and you just stand there and kill a whole army worth of raiders, which would be kind of funny. Don't get me wrong. So we almost lost Ulrich. That didn't end up happening, which is nice. I'm going to throw this. There we go. The Fangshire. Now, his vision is 9. Good night. That was actually a terrible idea now that I think about it. Excuse that, because this thing can already see in the dark, so there's no reason to have more vision. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I just thought it looked cool. Well, it does look cool. Look at that glow. It's more epic than it was before. As for this, Karduk, I'll give you that. I think that this looks cool. I mean, this is the last episode, as we all know. But I do want to just kind of throw this stuff out here. Ooh, that went down pretty hard. Sweet. Might as well just get rid of it all. Yeah, so, you know, there was a lot of crazy things that happened in this playthrough. Some memories, I keep going back to, I think it was episode 15, that massive fight against the Hedge Knight, and gaining our own Hedge Knight out of consistency. This has been great. Let's go over some of the Battle Brothers, and then we'll pretty much end the series off with a good farewell to these characters. Guys, I do have, before I go any further actually, if you guys did like this series, even though it didn't end the way that I had hoped, and maybe some of you as well, you know, I'm glad that you guys made it this far. It really means a lot to me. This is the first time I'm ending a series and starting a new one, of course. So just, I can't thank you guys enough for everything you guys have done for me. Just the subs, I can't believe I'm at 82 subs today. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. That's unbelievable. So thank you so much to everybody. If you guys do like the content, of course, I gotta say like and subscribe. When you subscribe, you support the channel. When we get to 100 people, when we get to 100 players, players. Well, you guys are players. So once we get to 100 subscribers, I'm gonna be giving away the game. So if you guys are interested in the game, you don't have it, or you already have it, but you want the new DLC, I'll get you that. But I need people to let me know. As of right now, I only have 3 people. I've already written them down. I also have Battle Brother names that want to be carried on. Gavin, his son, Lemmy Fish, I got yours. Andres, so I have yours. Rohan, the Impaler. Let me start over. Rohan, the Impaler. Karduk, I have you on the list too to go forward. And finally, Clark, the Man-Bear Plague. If anybody else wants in there, please let me know. But besides, before we go any farther with that, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Oh well, we'll continue. Well, I'm sure I'll come up with it here. Okay, so starting out, Henry, Risk Taker. Let's look over yours. He was alive. He's still alive, but being with us for 287 days. Let's see how many days we made it to. So 333 days. That's interesting. Pretty neat. But we have 287 days, 64 kills. He took part in 129 battles. His best kill was an unhold. I just want to say this about Henry. Like, for me, this is exactly the brother that I want. I mean, this is a perfect Bags and Belts character. If you guys have never done a Bags and Belts character, I hope in my playthrough I was able to convince some of you, because it is something that people say, so far through the forums and stuff, they say it's all a waste. A lot of people have said that, I've seen. But I do want to stress this. When you have Bags and Belts with a character like this, great defense. Good, I mean, really a solid, this is what you want for a single-hander. That's just my preference of 80 or higher. Fatigue in the 70s, awesome. You're going to need that for the special abilities that you're going to be using. And then finally, the resolve is just a perk. I mean, Henry knocked this crap out of the park. This is an awesome Bags and Belts, plus the health. But when you do these Bags and Belts, you can use it for any situation. Obviously, we used it to try to dispose of Raymore's lust for killing each other, or killing our brothers. Lust, apparently. He's into it. But nonetheless, he may not have had a lot of kills, but he came in clutch in many situations. And we almost lost him in one great fight in the Noble Wars. So there is that. Finally, next we have George Hacker. So George came in a little bit later, but again, another brother that was very solid. He ultimately, his main role was to protect the flanks. He survived for 255 days, took part in 107 battles, 66 kills. Again, he vanquished his biggest opponent was the Lindworm, so that's pretty sweet. Again, another solid brother. If every brother turned out like him, he is again a perfect prototypical brother with his defense. If I was to go like this here, we get rid of. So if we get rid of the shield and stuff, I mean, he could still make it. He could be a two-hander, no problem. But ultimately, guys, this is a perfect brother, really. I mean, 90 melee skill, 46 defense. The fatigue is in the 70s. Again, that's solid. And then the resolve at 58. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Yeah, he's level 17. It took him a little bit to get there. Definitely an endgame brother. Next, Raymore. Raymore was plagued with his oldness. He's an old man. But I can't say enough again. Even with him being old, his level ups were enough to suffice with his fatigue. We were able to get it up to 76. His resolve was great. I never gave up on him because I knew he could be one of the perfect two-handers, and that is exactly what he turned out to be with 95 melee skill and so on. He ended up being with us for 246 days. It's pretty low for what it's worth. 100 battles, 111 kills. That means he had at least 1.1. No, not even a percentage. But he had 1 kill for sure per battle, and that speaks so much volumes. I can honestly say though, this chopper was the reason why. I give a lot of grit to this thing, or a lot of whatever to it. That's definitely the highest damage percentage I've ever had with an axe, at least for the starting out at 102. That's insane, knocking people around. Next one, Hansen. Hansen again, I always get him caught up with the farmer, Bog the farmer, which we'll go over him in a bit. But again, another brother that really pulled his weight. Hansen, 313 days, 90 kills. He killed a Scrat. Again, this is a great brother because of the fact that I'm not using him to primarily kill things, but the fact that he got as many kills as he did, absolutely amazing. Next one, Gavin the Sandwich Maker. What did I tell you, brother? I told you that you would get yourself a witch. You wanted a witch sandwich? I got you. Your best sandwich. The best sandwich. The Sandwich Maker. He ends his career in this playthrough as a brother that I can't even express to you guys. This is another perfect brother. He's right there with Raymore in every way. Could use some more resolve, whatever. But the point is that for a militiaman, this is just incredible. It does help having all this armor on him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna front that. But this is again an amazing brother. He was with us for 154 days, took part in 44 battles, and had 48 kills. Again, that's big. If you can match your battles, you're doing great. Sugarcane, a brother that I thought about getting rid of, he did his job as well. You look at it, he still had 96 kills, you know, and he was with us for 318 days. You know, that's, I don't know, that's as good as it can really get when it comes to these type of characters. So Sugarcane was a sweet spot in my heart, and he played out just fine. There's not much more I can say about it. His stats are fine. The only thing I wish it was melee. We dealt with under 80 for so long, but he held his weight. Carduke, my goodness, I wish I had you for longer. My friend, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to make you this hedge knight, and it worked out valiantly. He is a beast. Again, another amazing weapon. For the time that he was with us, he took part in 57 battles, had 56 kills, one away from once every battle. Amazing for the time that he was with us. And mind you, if you remember when we started, he was on the back line for many fights because I needed to get him to a certain point before I could put him on the front. So awesome. This, again, another amazing brother. Kenneth the Squire, we all know about him. He started it all. He ended it all. He was kind of a rock towards the early to mid game. He was my rock in this playthrough. 147 battles, 165 kills. He was nuts. He held his business. Can't say enough about him, Kenneth. It's gonna be a missing thing, but thankfully we can always go back on the channel and see him. And of course, our first Hedgie, Hedgemaledge, Windwalker, the Beast Knight. She had 113 kills over a series of 141 battles. She may not have had more kills. She actually got really quiet, but the reason she got so quiet in her playthrough is because I put her on the outside. I put my warriors on the outside because that's the most dangerous spot. That's where the enemy wants to attack the most. And I put my meat cleavers in the middle, the guys who want to lob them up. So again, it's awesome that she made it this far. I'm very excited about that. And the big one, guys, our playthrough crazy boy, Bandai the Sixth. It could have been a lot steeper than that, but this son of a gun got us so far. He got us a famed helm, bunch of treasures, and another place through the story that he does with historians. I wouldn't mind finding another historian like this. He is awesome. Hobbs, we all know Hobbs. The quarter half of his career, he ended up crashing a little bit, missing a lot of characters. I would be willing to bet that probably about 115 battles he was above the kill mark. But for some reason, the last however many battles, he missed a bunch. So utilization with him, for some reason, he became a bit of a yo-yo towards the end. But no doubt, he was a beast. And I'm going to actually skip over to his counterpart, Grizz. Grizz, what the heck, man? Or girl, I should say. Again, another character where him and her were insane together. Just holding down this side. But it would not be for nothing, because this whole side, if you look, this whole side was always predicated to Clark. And Clark was a one-man wrecking crew. This beast of burden was truly a man-bear-pig, South Park style. Okay, straight up just murking people. One shot, two shot, one shot, two shot. He was killing people left and right. After I named him, his career went off. And again, he's a backliner. So if he's not in the fight, if he's not always in the fight hitting everything, he's not going to be, I don't know. It depends on how you use your backliners. I like to utilize mine as a utility, not just pure damage. But my goodness, he outshined that in his own right. 142 battles, 118 kills. That's fantastic. I didn't need him for more. The kills that he did make, it was devastating to the opposition. Next one, Volmer, the steel wielder. I was about to get rid of him until we found a role for him, and he shined too. He had 39 battles, 34 kills. He was never always in the battle, so remember that, guys. He still played out well. sorry if this is running a little bit longer, but I do like, this is my personal thing, guys, for you who have stuck through the channel that want to see this stuff. Polyphemus, the Cyclops, he was only with us for a short while, but with his time here, he died, came back, and had new purpose in his life. Very exciting. This guy, Arnold, he's just there. Took part in 2 battles. We're going to move on from him. All right, Ulrich, my archer, the first true archer that came into our band with a crossbow. He vanquished 150 enemies and through a series of 140 or 54 battles. Again, I love these characters. They're one of my favorite, the witch hunters. You get good stats and they can go more than the distance. This is what I consider one of the perfect archers. He's dual utilized, and with that resolve, you never got to worry about him walking away. Torin came in a little bit late. 60 battles, 32 kills. Again, we wanted to bring back a Beast Slayer. He had to show us our ways again and remind us that we need to face bigger and badder things. Next one, Alwyn. Alwyn was with us for 30 battles, 29 kills. It feels like he's been around forever, to be honest. For me, it feels that way. But again, another awesome archer. Look at that skill, 127. Whew, good night. Very happy. I would love to have him again. Another perfect archer, pure archer. Hemmers came in late. I almost got rid of him, but he proved himself to be a beast. If we didn't have him for this fight, with all that resolve, we probably would have gotten some guys. Remember, there was like, I think it was a total of, yeah, actually there was only 1 hex that went off, and it was on Raymore, I think. Unless somebody did it over here, I can't remember now, but he legit held it down for us in this last fight. He made it look really easy. And if anybody knows that fight, it's not that easy. As soon as if they got 4 guys that they change on the line, it could pretty much devastate the whole run. So Hemmers was totally worth it. His stats are amazing, but you're going to get that with nobles. So next one, Orville Redenbacher, the Baron. He is, again, he held his weight. As many times as he missed, as many times as I wanted to get rid of him, I was sick of him, he finally shined towards the end. In his we'll go over his counterpart in a bit here. So again, awesome brother. Andreas, the demigod, otherwise formerly known as Elena. I tell you what, this was the biggest flop of any brother in the company that I had I developed feelings for during this campaign. Again, she was insane at the end. This is like the total difference between her and Hobbs. Hobbs was a superstar all the way up until the last quarter, and Andreas was a superstar on the last quarter of her career. So can't say enough about her. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then second to final, Matt Stinger. Matt Stinger held it down as well. 116 battles, 68 kills. Well, he actually had more battles than Elena, but Elena towards the end, she was lights out. So, but Matt proved to be very, very useful. I'm very happy to have him in the party. He helped us when we were in the swamp. He was a big contributor, passing the poison around, helping the morale checks. I remember him specifically hitting a lot of the targets when we were missing so much. So again, the stats might not show it, but he was a killer early on. And finally, Dawson the Guppy. We started with Dawson 2 days after the very beginning. He is the oldest brother in the company. At 131 days, took part in 158 battles and had 164 kills. Good night. And his biggest kill, let's get it real right now, okay, was the York, or however you say it. He killed the legendary beast. He held it down. He was the one that got this thing going. He's the one who gave us a chance. He was the stout master with a shield that ended up realizing his life of a sellsword with a great sword is the way to be. He may not have had the best armor. He may not have gotten the crazy final kills. But this dude, I had him on the outside for how long? And he still ended up marking out 164 kills over a span of 158 battles. Incredible. So, this is a hell of a send-off, but for an end of a series, I'm gonna play it like this. For the people that are still left, the last thing I want to do is just go over our obituary, because we had a lot of deaths, a lot of good brothers here. You know, if you can remember all the way back to Landrich and let's see here, Cheddar. Man, this bring back One-Eyed Willie, the guy who would not die. The promised one that didn't become Radar died early. That sucked. Burke the Solid. No, Gutter. Gutter was really good, right? I'm pretty sure Gutter was alright. Oh yeah, this was the killer right here. Gus. Gus would have been an insane brother if we could have had him around. Max the Missing. We'll be missing you. And let's see here. Gauze. Of course, the ones that I had to let go. Again, the farmer. I can't think of his name all of a sudden. I just said it. But here we are. Puggo Reborn, the Beast Slayer. Killed in action by arrows. There's nothing I could do. It's just how it goes. Gordy died unexpected. The Hedge Knight, he got killed by the Hedge Knight at the very end when we got ambushed by the Noble Wars. Noble Wars took a few good men from us. Took a good few men. Puggo, Helmer, we didn't get much time with him, but you know, he had huge potential. Gordy, huge potential, died early. And finally, Rum the Gambler. That killed me. That was really tough, Rum, because he finally came into his own, and I guarantee he would have gotten past this. But of course, the York or whatever got the best of him. Well, guys, again, thank you for coming out to the Puggo Reborn channel. This has been one hell of a ride, and we have plenty hell of rides. We have hella rides to go. So, again, if you're not subscribed, join the party, you know. And if you guys want that game, if you guys are interested in that, please let me know in the comments below, and I will give you guys a final reveal on what we're doing, and also what our next playthrough is going to be. Probably announce that by Sunday night or Monday, one of the two. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.